Welcome back, guys, to another episode. Pretty exciting day for gun traders today. We're here at Maxliner's getting Rory his canopy. So we've been given the distinct privilege of being able to come and see what the process is of having the canopy fitted, as well as the seal kit and the J bracket. So stay with us while we take Rory into the styling salon. But before we do, I just wanted to say thanks everyone for who joined us for the delivery of Rory at Nova Ford. We really appreciate the support and all of the new subscribers. Just one more thanks before we head on in. I just want to say thank you to all of the hunters and shooters out there who've jumped over to guntraders.com.au and have registered as dealers and private sellers, and who have started selling and buying their shooting and hunting gear through Gun Traders Australia. So thanks, guys, really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's go find Steve and Mick, who's gonna make Rory a really happy Ranger. Let's go. All right, so this is the last time you're gonna see it like this, guys. The team here at Maxliner are about to take it into the workshop and make her pretty. All right, let's let them do their thing.
You've just seen Mick just put some sealant around the edges of the black capping that comes on top of the Ford Rangers. The reason why we do that is if this one doesn't have the caps on it already, you can see all the amount of holes there for the fixing points for the black trims and stuff like that. So basically it's just an extra bit of sealant to stop allowing for when people are washing or high pressure washing their vehicle, that water doesn't go up and get into there. But our canopies also still sit over the top of that edge anyway. It's just an extra little bit that we do to make sure to eliminate as much any ingress of any water or dust as possible once with the canopy is fitted on there. Yours doesn't have to come back off.
Yep.
But yeah, so we basically always do that seal on there, cross up into the front corners and stuff like that as well.
And it's the attention to detail that makes you guys stand apart.
The reason why I'm doing that on a Raptor with the spray-in liners, sometimes you get overspray into the threads of the bolts, holes, so it's best to, before you offer the bolt up, you might have to deburr the hole first, or just try and get the bolt started by hand first before you put a pneumatic tool on it, or else you can bugger up the threads to make sure that it goes in and out before you offer up all the bracketry as one to go on, whereas the other models there's no spray in tub liner, so then everything's on and straight in. So that's the only difference with the spray in tub liners, because they overspray, gets in the hole. Yeah. It's only 4 holes. It's front 2 and the back 2 here. When we get to the back brackets, you'll see the same.
Yeah.
You don't do these up solid when you're putting in the brackets on. You do them up firm enough because it might just need a little adjustment once you're ready to land the canopy on top, so you don't have them fully torqued up until you've landed the canopy, because you might have to back it off and just move it
There's that
little bit of play. Yeah. So that's the front 2 brackets done, pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And now we're going to do the 4 side bolts on each side. Back one here has a floating position. All these are solid fixed into a locating factory hole. This one is an oblong hole that gives you room to move forward and back.
Yeah, okay.
And there's a specific measurement for this one to be set at to locate on the back part of the canopy, which I have a template made out to, so
That's clever.
it makes it easier for me instead of having a tape measure. So basically I want to be pulling that off pretty smooth once I've done it up.
Yeah.
Then I know I got no foulness when I land that, it just sits straight over. There's about 5mm of play in that bolt. Next to it I've got 2 corner brackets around this side. First thing I do is I try the bolt first to see if it'll go in by hand. So you want to make sure on the Raptors, do these ones by hand and check they're not clear out the hole space, do them in by hand. So I ran it in a few threads with the drill once it was lined up, back it out, then you know it's going to take the bracket properly and your bolts aren't going to strip. Yeah.
You know that it's nice.
I don't do these back ones up using the drill, it's always by a ratchet spanner. Cleared that out enough and I'll run it through a couple of threads to clear the threads out. This bracket will stay loose until the canopy is fitted, and these are the last bolts that I do up because it floats up and down. So you don't know the position until the canopy's on, how far up or how far down, to locate into the bracketry on the canopy itself. So these just stay loose enough that I can move them up and down. And on the other side. Alright, that's all the bracketry done using all factory points of the car. No pre-drilling, no doing anything, no other modifications or anything to the standard tub. And next step is a bit of silicone up the front corners to go under the front corner of the canopy and land the canopy and then bolt it down.
You make it sound easy.
I've done 1 or 2. I'm not going to do these 2 points here up right now because I've got to slacken them off to do the dust seal kit after I've done all the canopy work. So if I wasn't doing a dust seal kit, the next step, tighten that up, tighten the anti-tailgate rattle one back up, and same on both sides, and then it'll be put the cover strips on, which I'll go to next anyway. Hook the wiring up, and then it's ready to go on the hoist to get the wiring done underneath the car.
Yeah, nice.
So we'll leave those undone till we get to, we've got to undo them again to do the dust seal kit.
Yep.
So I'll just put the top bolts on, so as you can see, that's why the bracketry floats. So once you get the canopy up, you don't know whether it's going to be on an angle, you know where it lands, so you've got room to be up and down and forward and back.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't do them up firm, that you can't move them. So now you locate it with the top bolt, so that'll pull it all up nice and flush and flat, not on an angle, so it's all correctly taking the load of the canopy. This our wiring now goes up underneath this void, and there's only a little, basically a 10mm space up behind underneath the rail cap. When you're laying down here, you'll see, and it'll come direct opening up to the tail light, and that's where we pick up the canopy wires, come down from the tail light.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's going to run everything?
Plug and play, so into the tail light from the canopy,
Yeah.
to the main harness, so poked up first before we put it up in the air and all that.
Yep.
And then across to pick up the central locking adapter on the back driver's side,
Yeah, okay.
and the earth bolt above that.
Right.
Plug and play, unplug, plug in, screw out, earth in, run the wire up the whole right hand side, left hand side of the car, up to the terminal, fuse back in,
Yeah.
should be ready to go. Straightforward.
Yeah. Well, when you know what you're doing, straightforward.
Now we'll test it. So don't go shutting the windows when you first install the canopy in case it doesn't work, because then you're not going to get it open. So basically lock your car and you test your buttons first when you unlock. Make sure everything, you'll hear it actuate. You hear all the locks working, and then you're right to shut the windows.
check the time. Journey for life, and I cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm alright. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this air.
So this is going to support the key part, which is out this top corner
Yeah, okay.
of the tub, so it can take any loads on top.
Yeah, awesome.
The worst part is drilling these pop rivets out. Everything else in here is plastic little grommets, and every other little hole, but these two pop rivets. So
Awesome.
you've got to drill them out and snap them off before it gets a little bit easier.
Yeah.
This little tag here,
Okay, yeah.
the J brace, will go up and support this whole corner.
Yeah.
2 bolts once you get to this stage. The locating bracket goes up internally. Sorry, mate, my head's probably going to get in the way. Stick your head up in there. Get up. And that's it. That's the easy part. Hard part, taking it all off to get to it, and putting it all back together.
Alright, so she's looking pretty now. Rory's had her facelift, so we're here with Steve. He's going to give us a handover and a run through of all of the really cool stuff that they've been able to do for us today. So take it away.
No problem. It's been a pleasure putting it on for you. As you've got the Venture Canopy all fitted, follows the roof line of the canopy of the roof of the car, keeps that nice and streamlined. Now with the manufacturing of the central locking, if your car's locked, your canopy's locked, so your key control panel is locked off.
Yep.
The car's unlocked as it is now. We can double press the unlock button and it will pop the rear door. Failing that, on normal use, we got 3 buttons over here on the side here. Front arrow will do this window, center button will do your rear door, and the arrow pointing to the back will do the far side. Now, if you come back around here and look on the inside, we've got your steel frame which comes standard with all Venture Canopies. So it's not an add-on to carry any weight. So you've got a static weight of 300 kilos or stationary weight of 300 kilos and 120 kilos while you travel on road. So you've got that standard with all the Venture Canopies. You've got an interior light. Now that is just a manual battery operated light only, LED. It does have on and off symbol. Does have a door symbol there as well, but it's just the generic light, so it is only on and off.
Yep.
And then to the left of that you'll see a red lever which is emergency exit. So basically you can't lock any bad kids inside there because they can get out.
Ah, damn it.
But every latch also has a manual override lever on it. So every latch can be manually overridden anyway. So they've got plenty of opportunities of escaping. Now your front window on the Venture Canopy is double hinged. It's hinged at the top, double latch at the bottom. Now it's latched in a fully closed position. You can undo these latches, bring them forward and relatch them in the next groove, and that can be latched in a partly open position. Gives you roughly about a 25mm gap through the bottom of that whole window, allowing airflow into the canopy. Some people say, is it like a posi vent? Well, no, it's not, because it's not a ram fill, but it does act and assist with dust management with that window open. If we move around to the left hand side here, you've got a black lever cover here. Underneath that is a key barrel.
Right.
Basically what happens if your car gets a flat battery, how do you open up your canopy now with all this new central locking stuff? So you get 3 keys, so you're only allowed to lose 2, right? So keep that in mind. So if your car gets a flat battery, key goes into here, it will unlatch the back door, and then you can manually unlatch every other window in here to access it if you had your pets inside or other items and you needed to access through that.
Gotcha.
Closing the windows, they use a 2-stage catch on these. So basically you do need to shut the windows firmly. You do not have to slam them or anything like that, some people say, but just a firm push and that catches and latches it. So it's double latches in, not just a single latch on the side. And as you can see, a feature of our Venture Canopy, no buttons, no bungs, no hinges, no plastic anything on there. It's just a nice, slick, tinted window.
I like how sexy it is.
Yeah, it does look pretty sleek, doesn't it?
And what I like is that you don't see where the car finishes and the canopy starts.
Yeah,
like
it
it's
blends
all
in.
just one thing.
Yeah, it blends in on the black too.
Yeah.
It's nice. You can see it when it gets dirty. Being a black car.
Oh, that's his job.
Oh, right. If we come back around here, also that you guys asked for is the dust seal.
Yep.
So us Maxliner here, we've integrated a dust seal kit that fits the next gen Ranger and that integrates straight into the canopy as well. So it actually goes past the top of the tailgate and joins and seals at the top of the bottom of the canopy. So that takes away the gap between the factory Ford plastics that sit on the top there, and we fill that gap in between where the canopy is, where a lot of dust seal kits for designed for the tailgate normally would finish roughly around where the tailgate finishes there. Ours goes up and joins in. It's only designed for the Ford next generation Ford Ranger into the Venture Canopy, so you've got that good seal for the dust management.
And that's one of the things when we bought this home, and anyone that watched the last video, the first thing we noticed was the daylight shining through, and we were like, oh my god, let's hope someone's made something to solve it, and you guys have.
Yeah, with the Raptors, they come with a nice spray-in liner,
Yep.
no tub liner, so those gaps, as you mentioned before, a little bit more noticeable, especially everything being all black as well. Now, as mentioned before, we did do the J braces.
Yep.
So the J braces are being fitted, and that's a Ford requirement. Basically, Ford have gone, if you fit anything with weight, with downward pressure on top of the tub, not in the tub, but on top of the tub,
Yep.
they require a J brace or a J bracket to be fitted to the car,
Yep.
just for warranty purposes. As these Raptors are designed to have fun and go off-road, it's just that supports the bottom of the tub and the structure of the tub for anything that gets fitted on top. And that can be canopies, some of the roll tops, and some of the harder one-piece alloy lids and steel lids as well. So,
Yeah, Darren was very explicit when we were telling him that we were getting a Maxliner. and he was like, oh, that's awesome, because Maxliner know exactly what they're doing with the J braces, so really good choice on who you're going to get the canopy through. So it makes sense that you guys know what's going on. So
yeah. And we don't just do it all for the Fords as well. We've got the next generation Amarok, Mazda BT50, Isuzu D-Max, Toyota Hilux as well. Soon to be released will be the new MV Triton canopy, the Venture as well. So yeah, basically.
So what's the So this is the Venture Canopy on
the Mazda BT50, and this is in what we call our two-tone colour. And it's also fitted with the optional Maxliner crossbars on top of the roof as well.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
So depending on what you want to do with your car down the track, we have multiple mounting systems to suit whatever needs you want to do to the top of the car.
Yeah, excellent.
And then we've got the next gen Amarok fitted with the Yakima roof rack, and I believe you guys are working with Dachi as well. We've got the Dachi 270 awning wrapped around on that as well, which is great while you're out camping.
Oh, you can't go past the Dachi gear. They are next level.
Yeah.
And that's a Maxliner.
That's our mounting system. So that's what we call a rail mount or a canopy tray bracket to fit any brand of canopy, platform that you want to do. And if you went for crossbars, then we have different types of mounting feet that can do it to suit as well. So with the rear door, normally I advise people putting down two hands in here.
Just so they're over the catches.
Just give it a fat push.
Yep.
And if they don't shut, just don't bother pushing on it.
Unlock
Pop the button
and go again.
Yeah, just to get used to it, because you're working against a gas strut and what they call a I can't remember the name of it now.
A doohickey thingy.
The seal, crush seal.
Crush seal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, thank you so much, Steve. So I'm pretty sure the guys that are watching in YouTube land all are now working out how they're going to tell their wives that they're getting a Maxliner Venture Canopy for Christmas. So how does someone get in touch with you guys? How do they find your awesome products? What's the best way for them to do that?
So basically, you can go to the maxliner.com.au website, and up on the top banner section there, you can go find us. You can type in your postcode, and it'll bring up all our resellers that could be in your closest area. We got warehousing in Queensland, WA and Victoria, and we service all our resellers that are across the country in every state. So no matter where you are, you can still get a Maxliner branded product supplied by out of our warehouses or by the resellers that are around across the country that we work with.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely recommend the service that we've been given today, and I know that it's not just because this is rolling. We've had other people recommend you guys to us. The service and the care that you've taken with our vehicle, second to none, and I can't thank you enough for just all of the wonderful stuff.
Product.
I just want to thank you for the wonderful experience that you've given us today, and we will definitely be singing Maxliner from the rooftops. Can't wait to get it out on the state forest tracks, and so
It'd be good to see.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, and also stubby cooler. I'll get another one. I got one at the moment. Got the Matics in it, so you can hang it up on the steel frame inside or wherever on the fridge. Couple of stickers. You've got your keys, like I said, only allowed to lose 2, right, with a key ring on there. And that is all for you.
Awesome.
And that is you done.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Thanks very much for watching to the end, guys. Really appreciate it. For those of you that haven't liked and subscribed, jump in and do that for us, because it really helps our channel out. And while you're doing that, make sure you check out Maxliners on
Maxliner.com.au.
Maxliner.com.au.
And also on the socials, Facebook and Instagram.
Yep, and we'll put some links down in the description for you. And remember, head on over to guntraders.com.au, Remember to register and start buying and selling all of your hunting and shooting equipment today with us. You won't be sorry, particularly with your Maxliner. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. Bye.